What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Oh, I just seen starting to stream off. I was seeing some numbers. I saw 929, 1047, 9, 1049, and yeah, that's about it. But yeah, hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all had a good Sabbath day. Um, yeah, I've been just chilling for the most part. I'm just looking at my face. Like my eyes look unaligned. Maybe we'll do something about that today. It's like balance both sides and shit. Because usually, like, when your face looks kind of unaligned, it's literally because your energy is like somehow not balanced somewhere throughout your body. So it's like pulling up, pulling down, just which is fine. Um, yeah, I can work on that. I got something to work on that. So I'm going to be pulling from, let me turn this down a little bit, from the Isis Oracle. And I said, well, I will set up a prayer. Thank you, Father and Mother, for everything that you have given our brothers and sisters and me. I ask that you keep us in divine protection at all times. I ask that you keep the channel open for us to receive this beautiful message that is coming through my vessel. And I ask that you just keep the peace, restore it, keep it, and keep us focused on you because you ultimately are everything that we need in every moment. In the name of Yeshua, I give you all praise, glory, and honor in the name of Yeshua. This on your altar. Knowing you are faithful and I am faithful unto you. In the name of Yeshua, I pray. Amen. Thank you. Mm. Yeah, I'm still kind of waking up though. Um, I don't know why my chat's not working, but it's alright. Hold up. Okay, I hope y'all can hear me now. Um, I'm not sure if you heard the first part, but yeah, I was talking about like if you see my eyes, like how this eye is like not as aligned as this eye, like this eye is farther down. It like you'll notice that inside of like in other people, and it's literally just like an imbalance on either side of the body, and it's strange. It's like it looks weird, but it's literally just like energy being pulled down or like up, and it just you just need to realign like your energy and balance it, so it's in the same place, you know, kind of thing. And yeah, there's ways to balance that. So um, I was just pointing that out because I seen that. I was like, yeah, that's so weird. Um, so it kind of shows you how balanced you are in the moment. Doesn't mean it's bad or good. It just means like there's something pulling on your energy. on the right or left side, or pushing your energy up on the right or left side. Yeah, there's ways to deal with it though. Hope y'all doing fine. I already sent up a prayer. I don't know what my Bluetooth was connected to, so I don't know what y'all are hearing. Yeah, I'm pulling from the ISIS. A bunch of cards just came out, but we're going to keep them in the deck and keep on shuffling. So. One of the first times I was reading cards, somebody was like, "You're not shuffling them." And I'm like, "Yeah, I am." Even though like I wasn't, it was just it still worked because like, bro, like you can't shuffle wrong. Like in reality, like you're going to get the cards that need to come out regardless. Um, jeez. I'm just waiting for cards to come out, but they're coming out in bunches. Can I get one, please? Thank you. Or two or three. That'd be cool. Um, Somebody might like Little Dragon. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely work on that today. Just balancing my energy out and shit like that. It's been like I haven't had a lot of time to do like energy work lately, so I've been working a lot, just making sure I have a place, to come back and just relax and sleep and stuff. So a lot's been going on, and I've just been doing my best to maintain and keep my energy together. Like I haven't been doing much energy work, but at the same time, I haven't been letting myself go. So maybe y'all have been dealing with the same, maybe not. Yeah, just try to find some time to give yourself some time. It's always needed. Like self-care for me is like every day. Even when I'm working so much, I'm doing what I need to do to keep myself in check and in balance because that's what is needed. Okay, we got something. Power over 7 scorpions. Power to conjure lower vibrational forces. Let's see what this one is. Truth is unveiled. So it's like maybe somebody was using lower vibrational forces to afflict somebody, and this truth is being unveiled. Let's see. So I also got another scripture to read. So we're probably gonna read that later on. Yeah, because we got another one. Talisman of potency, charging sacred objects of power. So maybe they were using a talisman or like a crystal or a sacred item or something like that. I don't know. We'll see as this goes on because I have no clue what this is about. Well, I could I have a guess. But okay. Well, what I'm guessing is true, so we'll see if it comes out in the cards. I'm not gonna say it because I want the cards to speak today. Oh shoot. So got Wings of Isis and uniting with the angelic self, and Eye of Horus awakening the divine perception. So what about this? What about this? What about this? Divine guardian, protection of the winged mother. So it's like it just seems like somebody was using something to call upon lower vibrations, or maybe affect somebody with these lower vibrational energies. And hmm, it seems like what I'm hearing is like somebody was trying to block somebody from uniting with their angelic self, their higher self, and awakening into divine perception. Um, so let's see what this is. Ooh, I got one right here. Temple of the Black Obsidian. This looks cool. I can check that one out in the book, and we'll read about it a little bit. Let's see. I wanna love you down, baby. I wanna love you down, sugar. I wanna love you down, baby. I wanna love you down, sugar. Oh. Temple of the Black Obsidian, 174. What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? It's 157. I already forgot. I was thinking about something else. Okay, let's go back to this. I'll look at this. Where is it at? 174. Excuse me. Okay, beloved initiate, the most challenging task is not to confront an external enemy, but to take courage in both hands and journey within, to meet our own dark self and begin the healing task of bringing love, acceptance, and light to it. To, ah, excuse me, that is the sacred purpose of any enemy, within or without, to bring us more deeply into our own being as we seek to find and heal darkness within. The Temple of the Black Obsidian is a ruthlessly honest place of raw love and healing, truly profound and lasting. Deep relief, transformation can occur here. Black Obsidian is protective and revealing. It will prevent harm from external and internal forces, but it will also reveal which has been lurking in the shadows of the self. trying to avoid being brought into the open for fear of condemnation. The biggest challenge we face in entering the temple of black obsidian is our own unwillingness to love and accept all parts of us. The initiate who is invited to enter the temple of black obsidian enters into his or own shadow, the part of us that is hidden from our own consciousness and is usually only experienced in relationship to others, quite often as a projection. Lady Isis and Lady Isis as the dark priestess of the Black Temple of the Temple of Black Obsidian invites you now to confront the parts of your own ego that you have denied previously. Why? Because in doing so you will gain more freedom, come to know yourself more wholly, hopefully, and you will find that life experiences, opportunities, relationships, and breakthroughs that you have not been able to reach will suddenly become available to you. The dark chamber always leads to the light chamber, but one cannot avoid the initiation of the Temple of the Black Obsidian on the pathway to more light. Isis will assist you in preparing this journey by encouraging you to not allow yourself to become your own worst enemy. Most of what we fear we have before the dark chamber of healing is fear of the own self-criticism and rejection. Isis declares that the readiness for the dark chamber requires willingness to exercise non-judgment, compassion, and a readiness to accept the self in all expressions. To safely enter the dark chamber and be healed, you must be prepared to give yourself love unconditionally. You have you must be able to recognize judgments that you hold towards yourself, not as truths, but as old patterning. This is why the successful initiation of the chamber is a truly advanced stage of soul development. The heart has been willing to love unconditionally, and the initiate must be able to witness feelings that arise from the kindness and acceptance and not fall into them overwhelmed, crushed, or deflated by any darkness found within. It is worth the challenge because finding peace from pain, self criticism, self doubt, fear, self judgment through healing in this temple is a gift beyond measure. I'm going to read the ritual just in case one of y'all want to do it. Oh, shoot, this is long. Alright, I'm gonna just try to speed through this as much as possible. Find a find a peaceful, quiet place to lie down and rest, or sit comfortably where you will not be disturbed, and you can close your eyes and focus on your breath, taking your awareness inside. Become aware of a vast, open, dark place within you, reaching high and wide and filled with a sense of peace. Within that dark space, you become aware of a beautiful winged goddess in a long white robe with a solar headpiece and a crescent moon on her forehead. Her neck and arms are piled with jewelry made of black obsidian, which gleams in the darkness, reflecting her light, her aura, and white robe, signifying her great inner sight and wisdom. She gazes at you thoughtfully and directs your awareness to the great temple in the distance as if it was an invitation. If you wish to remain with her here, simply receive her blessed presence into your heart Rest until you feel ready, and then open your eyes. If you wish in the If you wish to continue, follow the remainder of the ritual guided here. If you wish to proceed into the temple, you will instantly be taken there with her now. At the temple's entrance, there is a small antechamber, and as you step inside, you see that it is lined with rose quartz and soft pink cool shades. The Lady Isis in her white robe is with you. She suggests that you take as much of this endless love energy that fills the antechamber of the rose quartz into your being as you can. It will support you in the temple of the black obsidian that lies deeper within the temple complex. You can do this by allowing it to penetrate your heart until you are full as you can be. The lady offers you a small golden bottle, which she has filled with pure love energy. You can choose to take her gift with you into the dark chamber. Feel the love in your heart and say aloud, I am filled with love unconditionally now. I commit to love, honor, and accept myself, excuse me. No matter what I see, I am human, I am light, and I am dark. I I have been all things. I love all things, and I know that I am none of those things. Okay. I am a divine soul. I love, forgive, trust, and rescue myself from the criticism now. Though my own free will as a sovereign being of light, so be it. Through my own free will as a sovereign being, so be it. Excuse me. Uh, she steps back from the entrance to the temple, and you step through it, entering a dark chamber paved completely with gleaming black obsidian. The energy within the chamber is neutral, and the darkness of the volcanic glass reflects you at all angles and surfaces. You sit quietly in the center of the temple and become aware of the softness of the rose quartz energy that exists in your heart. You may see, sense, or feel parts of you reflected in this dark chamber. You can become aware of yourself in totality. What is your feeling of this? Is it peaceful, confronting, frightened, or loving? Or a combination of these feelings? If you can, send the love in your heart, the rose quartz energy in all directions, gently touching every surface of the chamber that reflects back to yourself. If you begin to feel fear, hate, panic, or rejection, send more love. And if you find it difficult to do this, imagine drinking the gift in the bottle from Lady Isis, the strong love that she gives you, which will conquer any fear. Okay. If you choose to withdraw from the temple at any time, if the process becomes too intense, Isis will guide you back through the rose quartz antechamber and back with love to your heart, honoring your boundaries and your needs. If you choose to remain in the dark chamber after some time, as you become peaceful in the space, it will open up like a pyramid unfolding from the inside, and you can step out of the top of it, whole and replenished. Lady Isis greets you and offers you another gift, a blessing of pure golden light in your heart. Beware of your heart. Be aware of your heart and your breath, acknowledging that you have done well. Return to your body fully now. When you're ready, when you are ready, just open your eyes. Um, yeah, that sounds like a very amazing ritual or healing ritual. Yeah, that's something that you might want to do. I want to do it. I want to try that. See what's up. See what's up. Um, so maybe that's the point right here is that, you know, like that was just saying, like, it doesn't matter what enemies are doing within or without you. Um, you know, you're going into this super healing and they can't, whoever can't stop it, you can't even stop it if you wanted to. So, it's a matter of time. And if you choose that time to be now, then so it is, you know. Um, I'll give one more card on the ISIS. Let's see what's up. Goddess of 10,000 names. Isis, endless emanations of the priestess. So the way I see this is like when you ever see like multiple forms of a god, that is literally the image of God, like all different versions of them, you know, surrounding them. I had an experience where I experienced like my own image of God where I've seen like all different versions of me. And it was just like that, like just endless and infinite um, versions, bro. It's just like a carousel. Like, but it's this reminds me of just like restoring of the divine image and just like because goddess of 10,000 names, it's kind of like those 10,000 names are like the different versions of you. Um, I can read this one too. Let's read it. Back in the days, out of this world, you're out of your mind. I'm sitting in life. Okay, so I'm gonna just read the summary. Isis, with many names, forms, associations, expressions, is referred to the god as the goddess of 10,000 names. A name holds power. Yes. So if you don't know somebody's name or like say you're talking to somebody and you don't know their name, you have less power over them. Or like to know somebody's name is to have power, not over them, but have power to call them on them, right? So like if you don't know somebody's name, it's kind of like difficult to ask of them. Like it's like, hey guy, you know, it's like who responds good to that? It's like, bro, I'm not just a guy. I'm, you know, this is my name. Uh, they say their name blank. Um, so especially when you're calling on like angels and stuff like that, or like you're calling on God, like you have to know his names, or you might not know his names, so you call him God. And so there are other names that God has that have uh, specific. Um, I wouldn't even say powers. It's just like they have more power because they aren't referred to as much, and like it's just like love, the word is watered down because it's used so um like loosely. So when we say like something different for love, like I don't even know what to say. Shoot, like we use a different word for it, but it somehow has more strength or different strength, whatever. Um, yeah, that's off topic though. It defines and energizes or limits. Okay, see, a name holds power. It defines or energizes or limits. The names, faces, and roles that you play are just one part of your being, yet you exist beyond them. Beloved initiate as a vast being, you are currently realizing that you aren't limited by previous identities you held. Instead, you are becoming more of your whole self, enjoying the uncovering of more of you. So yeah, this is definitely like kind of like a continuation of like the last live I did, where we're going into this like initiation phase, so where like we're understanding more of ourselves as who we are, as earthly avatars of God, and understanding the different roles that we play and all of that extra stuff. So yeah, miracle of Isis on the bottom, miraculous healing of the goddess. Um, yeah, divine solar child reborn. Um, high priestess, mysteries revealed, divine names of power, cartouche. So yeah, that's a lot about what's going on. Let's turn it off. We're gonna get some more cards. I cleaned up. Let me just put these back down. Actually, I don't know how long this reading is gonna be, but I'm gonna just vibe out because I'm here and there's nothing else to do right now. Well, there is, but I wanted to get on here. I've been like wanting to read more a lot. Um, I like channeling, but um, I like learning these cards because they're like it's like mind opening, right? Um, as much as channeling is like mind opening and enlightening, it's like um, sometimes like I was just talking about this last night, like the outside information you find can resonate within you. It's like something you already know. So like whereas channeling is something like you may not know, but it resonates through you and comes outside of you. It's just a different way of channeling, if anything. It's channeling without, and then being resonated within. Whereas, yeah, you guys get it. I don't even know why I'm explaining myself, but use a good shuffle. This is the Cathor Tarot again. Like I said, I'm loving this deck. It's amazing. It's amazing. Bruh. Bruh. Got the consomelatum, consolamentum, consolamentum. In the night of king, night of wisdom. Lady of love and four of wisdom. Yo, my eyes are tweaking, bro. I can't. I love it. Well, not like it's just funny. Like, like I say, I love it because like even through all the imperfections, it's just like, man, I can't help but just enjoy that I'm even existing, bro. It's just like, I'm here. Um, you know, I wouldn't change anything for the world. It's amazing. Yeah, I know everything's, you know, bound to balance itself out, especially when I'm doing the work to do that. So there's no stress, no worries, or, it's just love. I'm gonna pull in a second. I've been practicing my shuffling a little bit more. So we're getting better as time goes. I don't like bending my cards, and a lot of people bend their cards. I like them straight. Like me, I'm straight, bro. I'm straight on everything, bro. I'm good, right? And miss me with the bullshit. Yeah, people are weird, bro. Especially when you're like dealing with undercover, um, like you ever had a friend that's like undercover, like gay or something like that? Yeah, it's strange, bro. They do. And then you call them out on it, and they're like, "Dog, I'm not gay." It's not that I don't mind gay people. it's not something I engage in though. Like, I don't exactly support the LGBTQ community, but I don't go against it, if you get what I'm saying. I'm accepting of everybody and like their way of life and their experiences, because I know everyone is like valid in their experience, whether it's like true to their being or it's like not, and those opinions are not for me to decipher because I've never been that, so I can't speak on it. For the people that have been it and realize that they aren't or am, that's a different situation. I'm not even sure how that works on a soul level because, like, I have shit. I'm pretty sure in most of my lifetimes I have not been a person that went that way with how I was. Um, if anything, in my lifetimes, that has been tried to be forced upon me, where it's like torture and shit like that. And it was always a degrading factor and stuff. This was like, yeah, trying to get me into like sexual perversion and stuff like that. And that's kind of how I see it, as like sexual perversion, but I don't know if that's true for everybody, so I can't say that, you know. Um, I just know that, those feelings and emotions and thoughts were always a sexual perversion for me because they were coming from a place of woundedness. Um, Parts of me that were actually violated, you know, in past lives and in some instances in this life. Um, it's not like I wasn't molested or anything, but I'm pretty sure like somebody tried something when I was young. But that's I don't know why that's coming up in this. I'm like literally just yapping, like channeling this shit, but I guess somebody wants to hear it, or maybe it's something that's beneficial for somebody to hear. Because I don't even talk about that stuff really. Hey, we got our first card out. What do we got? We got a Four of Love. Okay. I'm gonna get 3 or 4 more cards. Alright, here's 2. 4 of Shields. 10 of Swords. Ah! There's 6 of Wisdoms. That came up the other day. Well, this was facing up. I can't get over my eyes. I'm just laughing. That shit is funny. Alright, yeah, I got a bit more than 4 cards. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The magical number, the most divine number of the universe. unless you're calling on 6, 3, and 9. And that is the Fibonacci sequence, the building order of the universe. But 7 is like divine secrets, unlocking the 7 scrolls. I've always been addicted to 7. 7 and 2, 4 have always been my numbers. When I played football, I had the number 77. But let's read about these cards. Got the 4 of love. The interpretation of this card stretches all the way from dullness to extreme boredom, even self-loathing. You may be feeling divided, stressed, or weary after too much work. Accept this period of rest and reflection and try to believe in yourself. Do not harbor bitterness towards others. Reverse this card suggests encourages this card encourages you to look in new directions in your life for the unexpected gift that will transform your journey, and be sensitive to your physical needs and expect to feel lethargic or tired. So this was in reverse. So she's like mad sad, like bro, she's feeling it. But that is in reverse. So the reverse aspect, or uh a sign, premonition, foreboding, new knowledge, lethargy. We got a 4 of shields. Let's look this up. Alright, let's see. 4 of dice shields. 4, 7, 37. That's like, bro, those are my numbers. I'm just seeing my numbers, bro. But if you guys resonate with 47 or 37, yeah. Okay. Uh, yeah. 1818 was up here too. Um, this is one of the few cards that have virtually the same meaning, whether upright or reversed. Here it indicates coming home to a joyful welcome. It is all about unity and of a stable society, whether represented by a group of friends, co-workers, or a country. For this reason, it is a good idea to retain old alliances which may have fallen into disuse, and to acknowledge the value of friends as well as tried and trusted ideas. Failure to do so is born out of the reverse aspect of this card, which is still positive, indicates that you have not been acknowledging those who have helped you get where you are. And this is in the upright as well. We got a 10 of swords coming out afterwards, so we read that. Um, exhausted, unable to move forward except with the utmost determination, the credent is driven back upon his own deepest inner resources. With the world shattered into fragments, we must somehow hold ourselves together long enough to begin the long and wearisome climb to the world of light. Beset by sorrow, misery, and woe, we struggle on, but only at a great cost. The sense of ruin and pain may be a means towards freedom and a new beginning. So yeah, it's like it kind of goes along with what we're kind of reading in the ISIS. It's like this healing energy and like um, where does this go? Okay. And it's like sometimes going through like these healing phases can feel like mental anguish that makes you rely on like your most inner strength, like, and you have to dig deep to get through it, um, and that's what rebirths you into another level of being, and because you're literally expanding on what makes you whole from the deepest parts of you, even if you have had things kind of like splintered off, or you know it's a rebirth type of energy. Whenever you're going through a Ten of Swords or like a Ten of Wands or something like that, it's like it's a death cycle, but it's good if you use it for good, right? Um, so it's like it's all about perspective when you come at it, and really think about things. It's all perspective. That's what life is. If you don't find perspective, um, you can't allow your perception to grow and overcome and be over the situation, um, which allows you to see yourself in a higher light, and stuff like that. So we got the Six of Wisdom again. I'm gonna read this real quick. I kind of know what this is about. I just want to keep on reading them over and over so I know them when I see the card, and then I'll start reading them from the energy that is coming off the card as well. Um, the interpretation of this card always has been about giving gifts to those less affluent than us. Perhaps you have come into a windfall or decide to share either with deserving friends, deserving family and friends, or a charity of your choice. Alternatively, you may be in a process of deciding who shall benefit from your wisdom, or who might succeed you in the role of authority. It isn't always money that is the issue here. Hence, we see the old part fit, uh, passing on the wisdom contained in the ancient book, a prized possession at this time when the books were copied out by hand. So yeah, it's basically reassessing like who you want to give your energy to, who you want to give your knowledge to, who do you want to like, keep in your life, your friends, your family. Who do you think should benefit from, who you are becoming or who you are? Because honestly, not everybody's out there to like help you or even like be around you for good. They just want to use you in some way, physically, mentally, spiritually. Um, they would love to use you because you're something that isn't um, normal in the world. Like you're rare. Like your energy is rare. Um, Like, especially if you're a nice person, like, there's such thing as being too nice. You have to put up boundaries, and people are gonna get pissed. But let them be mad because you're doing it out of love and not out of spite, so they can eat a dick, literally or physically or spiritually or all of that, all of the above. Fuck them, literally, not literally, figuratively, or like you get what I'm saying. Uh, the Munziga, the Munziga. Okay, Montségur was the last stronghold of the Cathars in southern France, a mighty fortress that grips the summit of the solitary hill. It is it resisted assault. Oh, this was the last stronghold of the Cathars, and this is where this is what they said they were where they're holding the Holy Grail before it was moved out, and was actually held by the Templars um, before afterwards. It was said that the Templars were holder of many ancient relics, and um, the the Holy Grail was one of them. And there's also a very sacred text that came from the Cathars. Um, Okay, Montségur was the last stronghold of the Cathars in southern France, a mighty fortress that grips the summit of the solitary hill. It resisted assault by the 10,000 strong army of the Albigensian Crusade for 9 months, despite it being defended by only 100 soldiers until a combination of starvation, lack of water, and treachery forced the defenders to submit. A treaty was agreed, and those willing to renounce their faith were allowed to leave. The Parfit spent their last 2 weeks in prayer, after which they descended from the fortress to the place where the fires had been laid, and voluntarily went to their deaths. A persistent story has been told ever since that small group of Cathars escaped over the walls on the night before the fortress fell, taking with them the treasures too valuable to be lost in the Inquisition. Some hold some hold still that amongst these was the Grail, but it was more likely there were scrolls containing their rites and books of Cathar lore, divination. So that was just a summary on the actual, like, why the card is a thing. The fall of the tower here represented as a Montague is associated with the sudden and painful breaking of a relationship or a course of action that indicates an abrupt change of direction for the reader. However, this is also seen as a means of clearing a old path, no longer require aspects in order to allow to fresh growth. No longer required aspects in order to allow fresh growth. Excuse me. We can understand the forces that break the castle as the positive energy or the creativity breaking out of the old caprice or stale or outworn things. The ancient title for this card, the hospital, makes this even clearer. A hospital can indeed be seen as a fearful place, yet it is a place where healing, sometimes painful procedures results. It is important to remember that change is not always a bad thing, and that a lightning strike may represent a flash of insight or inspiration that can lead to reassessment. So, sudden or shocking change, breaking down old structures, clearing the path, cleansing energy, reassessment, catharsis. So, this is basically the tower. So, we basically have like resurrection energy coming in here. We got the tower to kind of like topple over the old structure of way of being. And let's see, we got a six of love as well. And we got the Knight of Swords. So we'll look these up again. I read these the other day. I'm just going to keep on reading these until I like know them in my mind, and I can just like read them to y'all without going to the book. So essentially, this card is deeply concerned with nostalgia and is often seen as an adult looking back on childhood. Sometimes, in the act of turning to the past, shows us things that are disturbing or shocking. We things we think we remember in one way turn out to be very different in reality. To return to past experiences often exposes them as less positive than we remember. Okay. And the Knight of Swords. Where are these at? So I feel like these are there. Okay. Got the Knight of Swords. The application of wisdom to overcome the trials that beset us. The meanings of the card. The knight is a strong friend who counsels the need for reflection, meditation, and forethought. The Cathar pro, prohibita- prohibition against violence implies restraint and leads the credent to his or her own goal. Here, the credent reaches towards the role of part fit, understanding that balance is key and that opens many doors. On the journey, the credent learns to hold back, as the knight may only wield his swords in times of utmost need. So bravery, skill, strength, heroic action, championing, defending, and restraint. So this is definitely like after all this healing that you're going through and this tower that's going to happen, this healing tower, not like in general, I want to say that towers aren't bad. It's just that when you let things build up so much to where like and you don't deal with them, life has to come in and give us one of those towers, tower moments to where it causes destruction in our mental, physical, or spiritual life, to create anew, because destruction is creation, and when you allow yourself to create something new, you get a fresh chance, and you allow yourself to heal into this fresh new way of being. And it seems like you'll be looking back on your past selves and seeing like, okay, well, I like a lot of things that you know you may have done or been, or weren't balanced, so you're going to balance those out, because we aren't in a space to where time really exists. It's a mental construct. So like when we look back and we're like, hey, we weren't balanced there, that means we're not balanced here. You know what I mean? Like past doesn't really like, stay in the past. It's with you right now. You carry that baggage with you. So like when you look back and you see like, oh, well, that self isn't balanced, That's a image. That's one of the images of God that are within you, and we need to go back and balance those things out um, to feel whole in the moment. Um, and yeah, it's just a lot of that, and it's going to take like that bravery, knowing balance from a place of balance, balancing yourself from a place of balance. Does that make sense? Um, we'll get some we'll get some tarot in. Why not? And then maybe I'll do some. I was gonna do affirmation cards, but I'll just do the Buddha cards because I haven't done those in a minute. Um, got Ten Swords, the Princess of Pentacles. I haven't shuffled yet, so we're gonna go ahead and shuffle. We aren't taking those. Oh my lord! God bless me. Thank you. I had no time to cover my nose. I'm so glad that's not just sitting around everywhere. That would have been so bad. Been like, oh my gosh. That happens to me sometimes. I'll be like, why? Mm-mm. Yeah. Um, I'm excited. I want to try out that little meditation. That sounds lit. Like, not gonna be, not even lying. Um, not kidding. That sounds really fun. Two of Wands, Judgment. I'll shuffle a few more times. Sheesh. Oof, boy. Got the Magician in reverse coming out. Damn. Sheesh. So I got the I got the Magician in reverse coming out. Um, and it seems like this is like somebody that's like being trying to be an antagonist in your life, and seems like the ancestors. are like literally coming through, being like, bruh, what's good? Like, what's good? You really trying to mess with the children of God? Like, and this is like God's like staff, like, bruh, you coming through protection so you can just chill out, heal, um, do your thing, because yeah, they're saying it's been way too long for you to like, yeah, they're knocking the shit out of your energy, like all of that kind of like aggressive energy, or like, yeah, because you have the strength, literally, the strength card. Yeah, they were trying to deny you from something. You see how she's like turned away because he's like probably saying, nah, you can't get that motherfucking shit. Whatever, person of authority or whatever. They think they're of authority. Let's just say that. But obviously they aren't if they're being dealt with by God, like, and the ancestors. So, sheesh. Got the Queen of Swords, Death, Nine of Cups. This is the Queen of Swords. Who or what? Okay. Queen of Pentacles. The King of Cups. So this is probably a shapeshifter energy, like, bro, like, to be very honest. Princess of Cups. Yeah, it's like they didn't have temperance. So they're going through a tower. There's a death to this cycle, which we already discussed. Like with the towers, um, got the Nine of Cups and the World. So it's like, it's just mastery, man. It's just like, got the Queen of Cups on the bottom. What do you want us to know? Ten of Wands. What about this Ten of Wands? What's up with this Ten of Wands? Seven of Cups. So, yeah, it's like somebody is going through a Ten of Wands and they kind of need to like surrender to what divine has going on for them. Like they're dealing with like, they had like four purified cups, two cups with other objects within them, and one cup with a snake. So they have a rose and they have a crown in one cup. Like, so maybe these are choices and they have to like kind of like surrender their will to like divine and what the vision is for their life, their divine path. You see at the top, So this is like, this reminds me of like a vision or a visionary kind of deal. And this is where they're going into. Um, very good energy, like two pentacles. Um, like childlike, wonderful energy, like just like vibing, bro. Yeah, literally just flipped it. So it's like somebody is like maybe they're feeling ignored or it's like the girl has a vision, right? The feminine energy has a vision and the male is looking to her, um, embracing her, and she's actually more focused on the vision than the actual connection. Is that right? I'm hearing a yes. So, is there anything we gotta know? Oh shit. The Ten of Pentacles and the Empress comes out. So yeah. What about him? Hmm. It's possible whoever's like pursuing the Empress needs to balance out their masculine energy. And like I said, this is probably what's going on right now with all this healing and stuff. Like we had, um, or maybe it's that the divine them needs to balance their masculine energy, right? Balance is key. Oh shit. So got the lovers coming out. So it's definitely a choice, on this person that's in Nine of Pentacles energy. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. Ace of Pentacles. This is definitely a wish fulfillment. Yeah, maybe they thought, she was in this Queen of Wands energy, kind of like seductress or something like that. But let's see. No, like literally Eight of Pentacles, um, and the Sun. So like definitely everything is coming to light about this Empress um, energy. So yeah, they're realizing that it is what they think it is because it is. So that's probably the masculine energy, or it's like it even can be self, like you are what you are what you know you are. But yeah, I'm gonna close this out right here, and I'm gonna come back and I am going to read the scripture I was guided to read. I don't want to do it here because it's overshadowed by this long ass reading. Um, and if you want, you can go back and kind of go over like what we read already and how it kind of combines because like I see it, but I don't want to go over explaining it because I am, yeah, this was a lot of energy and yeah, I want to chill for a bit. I hope you guys enjoy. God bless you and have a nice day. Peace out.